The first step is to understand the medical needs of the patients, evaluate the currently available options, and identify the unmet medical needs in the community. Once we narrow down on an area we believe requires intervention, we align our research priorities and begin with the first step of analytical formulation and development. At this stage, different chemical substances, including the active drugs, are combined in a specific manner, and novel drug delivery mechanisms for sustained and targeted drug deliveries are explored to provide enhanced safety and efficacy to the patient. The next step after formulation development is analytical research, wherein we develop and validate analytical methods for product specifications, standard testing protocols, and perform stability studies under strict GLP environment. The new product developed is then tested for disease-causing pathogens, or animal or human cell lines, to ascertain the spectrum of activities. Since AMR is one of the focus areas of research at VMRC, we emphasize on understanding the molecular level of interventions of resistance development by carrying out detailed studies that help ascertain the effectiveness of the newly developed product. The drug is then tested in animals before human trials. During preclinical drug development, the drug's toxicity and pharmacological effects, such as PK/PD and tissue distribution studies, are done through in vitro and in vivo testing. Subsequently, the intellectual property cell performs an exhaustive prior art search mapping, and the IP generated at all stages until this time is protected by filing patents and trade secrets. This is followed by clinical trials, the most crucial phase in the life cycle of a drug. Our clinical research is programmed for different drugs in accordance with GCP guidelines, and subsequently, Phase 1, 2 and Phase 3 studies are performed as required, using an independent CRO. All trial designs are randomized, controlled and multi-center, on large patient groups depending on the disease or medical condition being studied. Studies are aimed at bringing a definitive assessment of the efficacy and safety of the drug, in comparison with current standard treatment. Provided that the human trials replicate the results achieved at previous stages, and the data collected in trials provides for the achievement of the primary and secondary endpoints, the clinical trials are considered successful. Next, the information gathered at all stages is used as evidence to support applications for the approval of this new drug in different regulatory authorities in India and across the globe. Our drug regulatory team is responsible for CTD and eCTD compilation, filing, responding to queries and getting market authorization of the product. The much awaited phase of research process is market launch, as now, the product reaches the market and patients start getting treated. Now that the drug is being used to treat patients, data are collected on adverse effects related to drug or therapy of the product, to ensure that the product maintains the same levels of safety as studied previously. This is followed by conducting case studies in different hospitals and medical settings, under the close vigilance of expert doctors, and are later published in a journal of repute. Drug development process at VRL does not end here, rather it paves the way for a new beginning. The feedback mechanism is designed to give food for thoughts to our research scientists so that they could come up with new and improved solutions for serving the patient with utmost commitment.